Hey guys, Metal Jesus here, and today I am back with Radical Reggie. How's it going, dude?
It's going good, man. And today, I'm sure you know, the way we're sitting, this is a pickups video. How many expos has it been since we did our last one? I think we've done two.
Right.
Two. There was the PRG Swap Meet, and then there's the Cowlitz Gamers for Kids that John Hancock does. So.
That's right. I know. Both epic expos. We picked up lots of games, and I did an epic Craigslist haul. It's going to be amazing.
Hey, well, let's hear it.
Alright, dude, so I got very lucky recently on Craigslist. You guys know that I'm a big box PC gamer, and I'm always looking on Craigslist for people posting big box PC games. They rarely come up. And there was a lady out in Duval, which is, if you guys know the Seattle area, it's like an hour way out in the boondocks.
Yeah, I'd never even heard of it.
It's a very small town. Get in my car, drive out there, and I pull up into her house, and I walk in there. She's got tons of big box PC games. I'm going to show some of those. But she also had boxed NES games, Genesis games, N64 games, Super Nintendo games, and get this, dude. So first of all, you guys are wondering, what did I get here? $5 a piece, complete. And I got a bunch more. You're just gonna have to trust me because it's all over there.
Did your heart drop a little bit? Like, you know, if I saw it,
get this, dude. Okay, so I go there and I'm there for big box PC games. And well, first of all, she's like, well, are you interested in anything else? I'm like, yeah, I collect a little bit of everything. She's like, get this. This is going to blow your mind. Well, she had a wood stove. And she was in the process of burning like half of the games.
Burning? Are you kidding me?
Yes, I'm not lying to you. She told me this. She's like, yeah, I was just burning the boxes and manuals for fuel. And any of those left that you want, by all means, you know, $5 a piece. I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god, dude.
I know.
Did you tell her to stop what she was doing?
I did. You know, she had no idea, and you know, we obviously, I bought a bunch of stuff, so it worked out to be $5 a piece. I left her house with a trunk full of games. No lie. I was like, you know, because I mean, for her, they were worthless.
Right.
They literally were fuel for her fireplace, and she was burning. I mean, she had all these systems, and she burned.
You know what's weird though? This kind of stuff probably happens a lot where people just think it's trash and they just throw this stuff away.
She thought her valuable games were the PC games, and not Dragon Warrior 4 or Dragon Warrior 3 or Super Metroid.
Dude, that's like...
And many, many more. I mean, I bought a couple... I basically took as many of the ones that I didn't have, you know, because I also had a trunk full of PC games and stuff. It was crazy.
Dude, that's...
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy, dude. Like, man, oh my god, dude.
But to your point, they're out there. I mean, that's the thing that while these deals don't happen quite like that, but I had to drive an hour out there to realize, like, oh my god, you've got a bunch of stuff here that people are looking for. I mean...
Well, you know, and gas prices are pretty good right now, so it's okay to take a drive, you know. You know what I mean? Like, you know.
I know.
I mean, if gas prices were high, you know, like then people are like, no, I don't want to drive down there, but it's good to...
And to be fair, the stuff I didn't take, I actually told her, I'm like, just so you know, you can take all this to Pink Gorilla. And, you know, because she's outside of Seattle. I'm like, take him to Pink Gorilla. Kelsey will buy all the stuff from you that I don't want.
Right.
And, you know, because a lot of it was duplicate. I don't buy duplicates. So I did direct her on where to please take those and not burn them. But anyway, so that was the start of the Craigslist season for me. I was very excited.
Awesome. I had given up on Craigslist, but you showed me there's a little bit of hope left.
Well, that's the point, is that everywhere you go, I think it's always important to ask people, you know, hey, I collect also this. Like, because some people don't make the connection. Hey, I collect Wii games. Oh, you do? Yeah. Or, you know, PlayStation 4 games or PS1 or whatever. You know, always ask. Doesn't hurt.
You're right. It doesn't hurt. So, all right, I'll start off with what I got here. I recently got a Vita game, the Nonary games, which is based off the 999 series.
I picked this up as well. I haven't played it yet.
You know, I have these games on the DS system, and and I have the second game on the Vita system. But what they did with this version, they redid the first game and redid the dialogue.
Oh, really?
Like that. So yeah, it has dialogue voices acting in it now, so it's really cool. Of course, you see it's sealed. I just got it, but I know what I'm getting into. It's a text adventure game. they're like they're equivalent like what if Saw was a text adventure game.
like visual novel.
Yeah, a visual novel. So I mean, and just think of Saw. You know, if you're into that, then you'll like these games. But yeah,
it's cool that it also says in here PlayStation TV compatible.
Yes,
that is huge. I love that.
So definitely a cool series. Have you played them yet?
A little bit, actually. I played the one on, I think, Vita, the previous one.
Okay.
Where you start in a boat, I think.
Yeah, that's the first game.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, out of all three games, I like the last one the best. I think the last one was really done well. I mean, if a game could, like, almost make me cry, then...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's powerful, man. So definitely
cool.
check it out. Oh,
okay. Next up for me, dude, disappointment on your end.
Disappointment?
Yeah, you know why?
Why?
Because I bought a Vita. Not a Vita.
Oh my god! You were thinking about the Vita, though.
I was! The Nintendo Vita. The Switch.
Yeah, I was against the Switch, you know, and everything, but he showed me some video of it, and it's just I think it has potential.
It does. And so a lot of people have asked me what I thought about the Switch, and you know, for one, I normally don't buy consoles day one. You guys kind of know that. I usually wait for a bigger stack of must own games to come out. The reason why I got the Switch, to be honest, is because of its portable factor. I play it in portable mode almost as much, if not more, than I do in docked mode. And the reason for that is because my wife's playing Mass Effect and Andromeda, and that means I can sit here on the Vita.
You say on the Vita again? I love it, dude.
That's so telling. Same thing with the Vita before this, because I did the same thing.
Right.
I would sit on the couch and play really kick-ass games, and that's what I love about this thing. It's interesting. I will say it is a work in progress. That the controllers are a little small. The battery is not great. You know, there's little things about it that are kind of. It feels like a Model 1 for sure. Okay. I think probably the Model 2, whatever version that they put out maybe in a year, that's going to be the one to get. Okay. Also, too, while we're at it, I also got The Binding of Isaac, which is a fun game.
I heard it was, actually.
This is way more in-depth than I ever imagined. It's a roguelike action hack and slash. Okay. And it's you know, randomly generated. There's a lot of depth to this game. It's incredibly gross. Some people can't get past the sound effects. The sound effects for some people actually, like Kelsey, it grosses her out. She can't play it. Oh, wow. Yeah, isn't it interesting? And then just really quick here, I also got Lego City Undercover. This game started off as a Wii U exclusive. I picked it up for the Switch. I almost said Vita. I played it, beat it. I love this game. Of course, you have to get Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, definitely is. Yeah.
This game does not disappoint. It's epic. It's massive. It's a joy to play. It's almost in some ways too big because people are 80, 90, 100 hours, 150 hours. It's incredibly big.
Wow, dude. I mean, does it start off pretty strong? Like, you know, a lot of these games have to pull you in to really want to play.
Yeah, so, this game, I was telling you earlier, I've never played a game quite so compelling when it comes to the exploration. Like, you know, everyone loves Fallout 4 or the Fallout series or Skyrim, and those games are really fun to kind of venture around and explore. This game here, though, does it so perfectly. Like, every hill, every mountain, every corner has something tucked away and hidden into it. I've never played a game so dense like this or so much fun to explore. It really is, you know, quite an amazing game. So, yeah. So if you have a Switch or a Wii U, you should definitely pick it up. And then, as a last thing here, a GameStop employee gave me this. This is the expansion pack that's going to come out like in the fall. There's nothing in here; it's just a case.
Still cool. This still has some cool art on it, though.
Yeah, I know. I mean, in the future, maybe it'll be collectible, sought after.
All right. Well, I'll tell you why I haven't played this game yet.
Because you don't have a Switch.
I don't have a Switch, and Horizon Zero Dawn, it came out.
Okay, so funny story. This came out basically the same week, right?
Yeah, Zelda came out like a week later.
Okay, it was very around the same time. And I got this as well. And so many games.
So many games, seriously. I found out about this game like really folded like a month before it came out, and I knew it was going to be special. I picked it up and I couldn't put it down. I mean,
yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it just really drew me in. The characters, the voice acting, the story. It's just really like it feels like really like I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Just
dude, the facial animation in this game is the best I've ever seen. It's beautiful. The graphics in this game, I have a PlayStation 4 Pro and I have a 4K television, and so this runs at 4K resolution on it. Oh, wow. It's stunning.
I didn't know it actually could utilize the...
Yeah, there's a patch that basically that you'll download. It's one of the patches that you get.
Wow.
but it outputs to 4K. It's beautiful.
Badass, dude.
Yeah,
wow.
And this game too, I finished this as well. Because, yeah, so many great games, right?
Yeah, coming out at the same time.
At the same time, I know.
Dude.
But just a joy to play. It reminds me of the newer Tomb Raider games as far as, like, the gameplay style a little bit and how she does platforming and stuff like that. Awesome game.
Yeah, awesome game. I need to finish it. I got halfway in it, and then Resident Evil... I had to finish... Oh, too many games.
I know.
Man. That's all I have to say. I need to finish this. All right, what do you got, man?
All right, so you mentioned Cowlets. At Cowlets, I picked up some stuff. God Hand. I didn't own God Hand on the PlayStation 2. You played this, right?
I played God Hand. I got it when it first came out.
He was saying this might actually be his copy.
I know, right? Because back in the day, I sold I had 3 copies of the game, and I sold to the store Super Smash.
Yeah, which I bought this from Super Smash at Cowlets, so this may technically be yours, but
but the game,
once yours.
I bought it when it first came out, and that game is hard, but once you get past the difficulty curve, when you know how to do the moves, it's an amazing game. The story is so freaking funny. The moves are outstanding. It'll crack you up. The music is actually really cool.
Is it?
It's very catchy. Yeah, the game is just all kinds of amazing, but it's just sad because that's Clover Games. That's Clover Studios' last game they made for Capcom, and so.
And what else did they make?
They made the Beautiful Joe series.
Oh, okay, those are
if you
fun.
like Beautiful Joe, which I love, and even had a cartoon that came out for a while. Yeah, amazing game. They made that other game with the dog, Kami. For PS2, the one with the white wolf.
Okami?
Okami, yeah, they made that as well.
Really? Okay, that's a cool game.
That's all of them. So, amazing studio. You're going to laugh your ass off when you play this game. Dude.
Yeah, this is one of those games that keeps coming up time and time again for sort of must-own hidden gems on the PS2. So when I saw a really clean copy, of course it probably was from his collection, I had to buy it, so, yep.
Very cool, man. All right. Next game here, I recently just got. I was very skeptical about getting this game, and that is Steins Gate. Like I said, the only visual novel type game I'm in is like the Zero Escape series.
Kind of like the horror ones.
Yeah. And but everybody keeps telling me this game is great, so I took a chance on it, and it looks like it's going to be pretty amazing. I haven't broken the seal yet because I just got it.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to it. I really love getting games for the Vita. Yeah. This game's also available on the PS4 as well, but I think it was sold online only. So I never seen the GameStop ad.
No, I haven't seen this at GameStop's either.
So it's basically I heard the story. It's like you go back in time and you do. It's like the butterfly effect or something like that. If you touch something, something will change in the future. So I don't know the full story, but everybody says it's amazing. So if this game's not amazing, then all you guys in the PSP Vita group, man.
All right. Next up for me is another game I got at Cowlets. So I bought this one also kind of like God Hand, where it just kept coming up where people would mention it in passing. And then again, they had this really clean copy of this. This is Magna, Carta, Tears of Blood. So I was so happy because I haven't played it, but you have.
I have. I played it back when it first came out. The game starts off the story is really good in the beginning, but the learning curve of the actual gameplay is pretty tough. Basically, you have to move your character close to an enemy, and then you have to go across this ring thing. Where you have to hit the buttons in a sequence, and if you don't hit them right, you won't get the full move out. So
is that like the Judgment Ring from
Shadow Hearts? Yeah, exactly.
It is?
Yeah, that's exactly what it felt like, but it's harder than that. So,
really?
Yeah, you really have to get used to it. At least I did. The game is just really good. The story is excellent. It's another game that actually brought a tear to my eye.
Oh yeah?
I'm serious. Like Tears of Blood, they were sick. Well, not blood for me, but
you have to see a doctor about that.
I know, right? But it was sad. If a game could touch your heart like that, they did something special. I mean, seriously. I mean,
so and I also part of the selling point for me just buying this kind of sight unseen was that it comes with a bunch of cool stuff. It's 100-page art book and mini strategy guide. It comes with a poster. This really nice embossed cover here. Yeah, I just couldn't pass it up. So. I don't buy a lot of PS2 games anymore, but occasionally I run into ones that I want in the collection.
Okay, I have not played this game yet. I just got it from the college show. Got it from
really?
Gerald. Okay. And Eggs of Steel.
By Atlas.
Atlas game. So I had no idea this existed. I mean, you know, as soon as you see Atlas, you say, oh man, it's got to be good. So
yeah, I
picked it up, and everybody says it's a really good game. It's not really, you don't really find it too much. So I don't know too much about it. Maybe you guys could let me know in the comments about it, you know. But I took a chance on it. 43
levels, 12 bosses, full 3D movement. Sure. Never seen it before.
Yeah, that's weird. You know, I collect PlayStation, to see something like that is amazing. So I said, yeah, I had to scoop that up. So
okay.
Hopefully it'll live up to the Atlas name.
All right, next up for me. I still collect DS games. I like collecting for the DS. I'm always finding little hidden gems. This is not necessarily a hidden gem, but occasionally I do walk into a GameStop and they actually have still complete games. And when they do, I have to buy them. So Diddy Kong Racing DS. I love Diddy Kong Racing, and you know, it's been a while since they've made one. I think this is the last one.
Yeah, and what's crazy about this one, that they couldn't use some of the characters like Conker, because Conker was in the original one on the N64, I believe.
So this is a little bit gimped from the original, right?
Well, they took some characters out, but they replaced them with other characters.
Oh,
so,
really?
I can't remember exactly who they are. Of course, someone in the comments will let us know who they are. But yeah, it's definitely a cool version of the game to have. I actually prefer this version because it's portable. So, you know, I always thought that game was more on the go type. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I mean the levels are pretty small.
Yeah. But very cool, man. Yeah. Got good taste in games, man. All right.
Thank you. Of course, when half of them are yours that you sold to a store years ago.
I know, right? So, recently with the like release of systems like the Retro Freak and the Retron 5,
right?
Those systems are able to patch games that are in Japanese. So if somebody does a fan translation, you can actually play the game in English on the system.
Yep.
So one of the reasons why I bought Lunar Magic School, I think it's called Magic School, I can't tell, but it is Lunar.
It's the Game Gear version.
It's the Game Gear version. And this game is just, you know, having it, to be able to play this game in English is pretty awesome. Now, the game is not that good, of course, but just another Lunar game to play, a part of the series that just really had something special to it.
They had this on the Game Gear.
So I can spill something on it, but oh well.
Wow, that's cool, dude.
But yeah, man. I mean, playing Japanese games in English from the original carts that's pretty cool. And you know, of course, the Japanese version is going to be usually cheaper. So.
That is a really awesome little feature of, like, say, the Retron 5. Yeah, and all these Japanese imports now. If there is a fan patch, you can use it.
Yeah. So
cool.
Definitely cool to have.
Next up for me is another DS game that I picked up. And I simply picked it up only because it is a MechAssault game, and that is Phantom War on the DS.
Why didn't I know about this game?
Everyone has said that. I know, it's like, what? There's a mech game on the DS, and so I have not played this yet. I don't know if it sucks or not.
I see that.
It wasn't super expensive, but again, whenever I'm looking at rows of DS games, sometimes you just got to take a chance, and this was not an expensive.
It says
game.
Microsoft Game Studios on here too. It's weird to see Microsoft on the same product as Nintendo.
And I do like the MechAssault games that came out on the Xbox. So you know, we'll see.
It's cool, man.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As you guys know, we did a PS4 Hidden Gems video, and I talked about a game called Anima Gates of Memories. And it only came out in PAL territories. Well, NIS America recently got the rights to release it over here, and they made a limited edition for it, so I picked that up. Very cool game. It just really reminds me of the old school action RPG PS2 game. So the game has a really somber feeling to it. Like it's dark, but yet it has lighting, like a lot of light in it as well. Like, it's hard to explain, but a total hidden gem. Pick this game up. It's great, and it has a lot going for it. I can't describe it in words, but it's just something amazing. So
wow, that's cool.
Yeah, man.
You love your PS4, man.
I do, man. I do.
All right, this is not a game. But it's based on a game.
Yep.
This is the Xenosaga Episode 1. This is the limited edition movie DVD.
Oh, when they put all the cinematics together.
Yes, exactly. Xenosaga is one of my favorite RPG series on the PS2. There's 3 of them on there. The second one's okay, but the first and the third are excellent. And the reason why I like them is because they're not the typical Dungeons and Dragons. They're mechs, space. They're crazy over the top storylines.
Yeah.
a little hard to follow at times, but this is really cool. I saw it simply just to have all of those cinematics on one place. You can watch it, you know, like a movie. It's pretty cool.
I hope they, I mean, the first game was one of the best games, because they made 3 of these games on the PS2, but the third game, man, they made a DVD for that one, like with all the cinematics. The third game has, the cinematics in that game are like awesome, dude. Like
because that is one thing, is that the cinematics are a little awkward.
Yeah.
You know, the people kind of walk like robots, and you know.
But by the third game, they got the movements right and everything, but amazing, dude. Yeah,
so I just happened to come across this. Had to pick it up.
Okay. Alright, so my game, the next game is it's a game I found online. I found out it was only sold online originally, so it came out late in the...
You gave me a copy of this.
Yeah, I gave you a copy. It was so cheap, man. I said, man, let me get one for Jason, too. You guys know I like 2D fighting games, and you don't see too many of those on the DS. At least I haven't.
Yeah.
And this game is called Windy X Windam. And it's a cool fighting game, man. Like sprites and everything. Like...
You gave me this at Cowlitz, and so actually I was playing it that night in the hotel room.
What'd you think of it?
Oh, it's awesome.
Yes, dude, thank you. Yes, yes.
Well, I think it correct me if I'm wrong, but it's designed for newbies a little bit.
Yeah, it kind of brings you in. It's really cool. I mean, it has a lot of good animations to it. The dual screen is used, so if you do a super jump, or sometimes you can fly around the screen, you go to the top, you know, that's the top screen is implemented into that, so it's really cool. Actually, the show I gave John Riggs a copy too. So,
what?
Yeah, I gave John a copy too.
You're like Santa Claus.
Well, I felt like this game is like one of those games that's gonna be hard to find in the future, so I want to make sure my friends have them, because I think this game is gonna be like one of those games that goes like to I don't know what price, but it's just not gonna be cheap. So.
No, it's true, and you know, to that point, I feel like people haven't quite caught up on DS collecting yet.
No.
You know, but it's coming, because the DS had so many games for it, and so many great games that were exclusives. Yeah,
and they're just not, a lot of them weren't really advertised really well, so you have to really search. I mean, seriously, it's pretty amazing what you'll find out there. So,
cool.
DS system.
I'm glad you brought this up, because I was thinking of bringing it up in here too.
Oh yeah? Okay, cool, man. So yeah, it's that.
All right, another Cowlitz pickup for me. One game and a lot of games. So you guys know that I recently picked up an Atari XL computer. I bought it from a guy. Unfortunately, I'm terrible with names, so I forgot his name.
Me too.
He is a dude who goes to every single local expo. He modifies computers and makes them like pristine, and he also makes his own game cartridges. So like, he's way smarter than me. He actually will modify the games to get them to run on a bunch of different systems. And anyway, so he made the cartridge for this. So this is a Bruce Lee game that I used to play on the Commodore. It's really fun. It's actually a licensed Bruce Lee game.
Okay.
And so I wanted it on the Atari, which I got from him. And then he also hooked me up with a multi-flash 8-bit cart for the Atari computer as well.
Very nice, dude.
And yeah, so that's really cool, because I'm not going to go for a lot of Atari games, because I just don't have the room for it, but I do like playing them. And so I bought that from him.
Very cool, dude. He does some cool stuff.
You know, the multi-carts is the way to go for some of these old systems, because especially if they're floppy based, like floppy disks, or sometimes it's just easier just to get, to spend a little bit of money to get a multi-cart.
Okay.
Yeah, and he does good work.
All right, so next game, I'm going to kind of cheat here just to get rid of the Game Boy Advance games, but I got 2 games at the Cowlitz show, Game Boy Advance, and that is Magical Quest Part 2, Disney's Magical Quest 2. Well, Disney's Magical Quest 2 starring Mickey and Minnie, which actually was released on the Super Nintendo as well as a great circus mystery, but very cool game to get complete in box. I got this for $5. And also, I got Tiny Toon Adventures, Buster's Bad Dream. Now, this is the European version, but the American version of this game is called Tiny Toon's Scary Dreams. So just be aware of that. That game is somewhat rare.
Oh,
but, okay. I just got this version. It's the same game, but just the title is just slightly different. So cool to have. This game is actually made by Treasure.
Is it?
Yeah, Treasure actually did this game. From what I was told, it's like a beat 'em up. So it has that like Guardian Heroes like beat 'em up style to it in a way.
Wow.
So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
So when you go to these expos, you are often looking for Game Boy Advance complete games?
I'm not looking for them, but if I see them, well, yeah. What am I saying? Yeah, of course I'm looking for them. I just don't think they're out there anymore. But when I find them, like, whoa, okay, like, yeah, I dropped the money down immediately.
Yeah, especially for $5.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get that one for $5. That one I paid a little bit of money for, but it was still pretty cheap. I got the bro deal. So
yeah, wow, and it's really great condition too.
Yeah. Oh wait, I actually cheated there because I forgot one. This is the other game I got for $5, and
I've heard of this.
Yeah, it's like some kind of dating sim for hamsters.
Yeah,
I don't know what else to say about it.
I think I actually have a copy of this too because I bought it. I saw it cheap, and I was like. I remember hearing like it's a really weird game, so I picked it up.
One of my friends, Irene, she was telling me about it, and she said she really liked it and everything. It was a good game, so because
a dating simulator for hamsters.
Yeah, you know, hamsters. They
need love too. They need love too.
So yeah, those are the games I got at the expo.
Awesome. All right. Some more games I got at the expo. Actually, I got these from my buddy Jerry, aka Barnacles.
Yes, Barnacles.
Barnacles, such a cool guy. He's pretty funny because this is his first time going down to Cowlitz. He didn't know what to expect, and he went out to his garage, and like so many other people, he just was like, "Oh, I got a bunch of games that I don't want," so he put them in a bin and brought them all down there and sold them. So he had 2 Saturn games I didn't own, and that was Doom and Duke Nukem 3D.
Yes, I'm amazed just seeing a Saturn game right now, dude.
I know.
They're like, you don't see them anymore in the wild, so at stores.
Dude, it's really funny. He had a bunch of games he had no idea. I mean, he had a bunch of the games that are common, but people are looking for, like, the Mario Karts and the, all of that sort of stuff, like, people are looking for.
So he had it all. I missed it when
he had a tub of stuff there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why I gotta start showing up, like, on time at these events. I showed up hella late.
Dude, I was smart this year. I actually went down the night before, so that way I didn't try to drive down because it's about 2 hours from Seattle. Right. So to do that in the morning on a Saturday is a little rough. So I stayed Friday night. Right. Got up, had some breakfast, and went over there. It was perfect. Yeah.
Well, I'll be definitely doing that next year.
Highly recommended.
All right. I got Saturday Night SLAMMASTERS for the Genesis.
Wrestling?
Yeah, it's wrestling, but it's more like a beat 'em up type wrestling. It plays like Final Fight, like just hit and then you do special moves and stuff like that. But it tries to be wrestling, but it's really just a beat 'em up. But awesome game nonetheless. I mean, I had the Super Nintendo version. I just figured I'd get this version as well to see what the differences were. And though the Super Nintendo version I think is better, this one still is good on its own. So some good old wrestling.
I like to say wrestling.
Wrestling.
Because I'm a dork. All right, so I'm not going to show all the PC games I got from that lady out in Duval, but I did get 2 games that are really highly sought after.
Okay.
Well, collections. So that is the Doom trilogy. So these big box versions of these have multiple versions. They have the Ultimate Doom, Doom 2, and Master Levels for Doom 2. So it's a big box, over-the-top, stupid big version of the Doom trilogy.
It's just worth it just that packaging alone.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
And she also had this pack, which is the Ultimate Duke Nukem compilation. So this has, God, how many games in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, a lot of these are kind of like fan-made, or if they're not fan-made levels, but they're
hacked in some way.
Yeah, they're kind of like extra, know. They're not the best sort of editions, but a lot of people again love these really, really over the top big box versions of it. And she had them, and I was like, oh my god, yes, I will take these. So
yeah, that's nice, dude. That cover looks sick though.
It's like raised and embossed. I know, so cool, huh? Completely over the top. The only caveat though, and she mentioned this, that she cut out the UPC labels here.
Why do people do that?
Who knows? I mean, maybe just mail them off for.
It seems like it takes a lot of effort to cut right there in the box.
I don't know what she gets from that. I have no idea. So it probably lowers the value a little bit of that one. I don't really care.
Okay.
Wow. It's still cool to me.
That is awesome. So let's go with some. Oh man, try to knock these out. I've been on the PS4 hype train. I've been getting a lot of PS4 games.
PS4 games are awesome.
And I recently got Broken Sword 5.
I did not know this came out.
Yeah, it was kickstarted and everything. Very cool game.
Dude, these games are really fun.
They are, dude. And the dude, I forgot his name. His name is the main character's name. It's well, you guys know what I'm talking about, but he is
the blonde
cool.
Guy.
I mean, smart, so yeah, the game is.
These games are really funny. They're adventure games. I like them because they travel around the world. Usually, I haven't played this one, but you know,
they're back in Paris in that one.
Yeah, it's really cool. Very funny games, really well written. This is awesome. I need a copy.
And the voice acting is just really on par. So awesome. Cool. PAC-MAN World Championship Part 2.
You messaged me about this,
which we'll probably be doing a gameplay video of. This is just the new Pac-Man. I mean, this Pac-Man's back.
Yeah.
And he's better than ever, dude. I mean, that's all I'm going to say about this game. Pick this up. It's a $20 game. Awesome. And here, Hyper Light Drifter, a physical copy of that. This game is like a, it's like a, what genre would you name Zelda under? Like a top-down Zelda game?
Action RPG.
Yeah, this is like an action RPG, but basically your main character is sick, and there's something wrong with him. But they throw you in the game. You're trying to go around and just. I won't spoil too much for you, but the story is really different in how they kind of like describe it. But it's an awesome game.
Dude, that cover.
Yeah, I know, and it has a reversible cover too. So very cool game. I heard that the guy who created this game, he's actually like dying in real life, so he made this game. Yeah, it's really yeah, seriously, it's really weird. So he made this game and everything, and it's just we're lucky to have it. It's lucky to get a physical release.
So you did not get this like at some place like GameStop. Where'd you get this?
I got it from some site called
it's 1IM8bit.
Yeah, that's where I got it from.
No, IM8bit.com.
I am 8bit. Thank you. Okay. Sorry,
I need glasses.
But I got it from there. They were selling it for $30, and the announcement came out of nowhere, and then they were talking about they were going to ship them out. So they weren't talking about pre-orders. You know, when they talk about pre-order, I'm like, I'll wait till it's ready for release. They were ready to release it like in a couple of days after the announcement, so I hopped right on it. It came in the mail the same week, and
that's cool, man. Wow,
great game to have. And I'm just going to go over these briefly. I got a SteamWorld Heist, what is it like, a SteamWorld Collection.
Yeah. So I played SteamWorld Dig, and that's a really fun game.
Yeah, it's really fun. And then SteamWorld Heist is more like a tactical, I've
heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah, but to have them all in one, they're really cool games. Another $20-bucker, and the last one here, a limited run release, Afterbirth. This is a shoot 'em up game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
limited run. Huh?
Yeah, that's one of their latest releases, and I hopped on that because, yeah, that's just I love shoot 'em up games, and I had the story. It has a story to it too, and I just had to have it, man. Music's fantastic too.
Really? So, I'm jealous. Yeah. Wow, number 51. They've released over 50 games now.
Yeah, they're on it, man.
That's cool.
They're going strong.
All right, next up for me, I recently did a Virtual Boy video with Kelsey, if I remember right. Like a buying guide sort of thing. And overwhelmingly, people were like, they basically said it's not complete. Because we really only mentioned the 22 games that were released.
Right.
But the thing about the Virtual Boy is there are at least 20 plus games that were made either as demos, homebrews, hacks, fan translation. There's way more stuff that we didn't show. And so everyone was like, you need the Flash Boy Plus. So that's what this is. This is basically a cartridge that has a USB port on there that you can transfer over homebrews, hacks, Virtual Boy games, and play.
I need this now too.
It completely opens up the Virtual Boy. I have played so many cool games on that thing. It's amazing.
This looks really cool, man. Wow, they're supporting all these systems.
Yeah.
This is really cool that they're making stuff like this.
Yeah,
man.
I'm kicking myself for that video we did because I'm like, oh man, I'd love to go back and sort of talk about this, and I might actually even do a dedicated video on this because there are so many interesting games. You know, there's demos that are kind of showing the 3D effect in different ways.
There's a lot of games that actually weren't complete when the Virtual Boy kind of like collapsed, and those ROMs are out there too. So some people are actually trying to work them to make them into full games again. Yep. So this is something that
this is pretty neat. So
definitely.
There's a guy on, I forget the name of the website. I'll put a link to it in here, but he makes these, sells these, supports these. There's a full community for the Virtual Boy. It's pretty cool. So
wow. Well, I'm down.
You getting down?
Yeah, I'm down to my last item. So
okay, me too.
Oh.
It's fate.
Perfect timing, but at the same time, it's kind of sad though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, hey, I'm sorry, guys. Let's keep going.
Are you down to the last thing?
I am. It's just, like it gets sad because
yeah, I know. We love doing pickups videos.
But this is gonna be something different. It's not game related, but it's something you could have while playing a game.
When he showed up in his car with this, I was like, "What? What is this?"
Snow cone machine. Yeah, I got this. I got this for $30 off Amazon. And it's really authentic looking and everything. You know, it has like the little wheels on it and everything. The wheels don't move, so don't try to pull them off if you get one. They're just there for decoration. But this thing really blends things up, you know, I mean...
So it's important for people to know that you are obsessed with these things, because not only do you have a snow cone machine, which made me laugh, but you also have a popcorn machine, too. You're like, you need to open up your own theater or something like
I know,
that,
I have two popcorn machines. One's in the game room buried. It wasn't supposed to be buried, but it ended up happening. And one's in the kitchen, of course.
Yeah.
And oh, man, it's just... Yeah, I need to, like...
Dude, okay, so it's funny that also, too, so recently, my wife Rebecca and I went to Maui for vacation, and snow cones are huge in Maui.
Really?
It's a thing there, and I was reminded of it because you brought a bunch of syrup that had, like, Hawaiian syrup on there. And that reminded me of it, because what they do there is they put a little scoop of vanilla ice cream at the bottom of it, and then they put... the shavings over there, then they drip the syrup on it. Then they also have like this creamy... It's completely decadent, dude, but it's amazing.
Dude, you just gave me the idea for it now. I'll put vanilla at the end of the cup. And...
Change your life, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it's
I like
awesome.
that.
I know. After this video, we should make some.
but very cool to have. You know, I had one before, but I think I gave it to one of my ex-girlfriend back in the day, so I let her have it. But, you know, I was looking at it online, and I decided to just go for the flow. I know, right?
Love.
I hooked her up with this, but yeah, really cool device, and
every gamer needs one. You know,
and you know, really
a turntable, popcorn machine, and a snow cone machine.
Yeah, and after making a snow cone, you play Snow Brothers if you have that game. So you know, kind of really mixes it up. So cool.
All right, and then last for me is a bunch of people sent me games, but we only have time to show just one here. But it was really cool, though. Mark sent me a couple games. You were looking for this.
That's right. I remember that.
Yeah, so Resident Evil Gaiden. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. I haven't played this yet, so you have.
Yeah, it's it didn't get a lot of recognition back in the day because it wasn't the type of Resident Evil game, but over the years it's actually a pretty good game. That's very playable and cool. It has like a side story, like, you know, non-canon story to it, so it looks at the story in a different direction. But
and the combat is timing based, correct?
Yeah, once you walk around, you can shoot enemies from far away, but if they get close to you, you go into a close shooting range mode.
Yeah, which
and
is pretty neat.
You have to hit the timer right, or not the crosshair right on the button, then you get a hit. If you miss it, the zombie gets closer, then you start taking damage, and you run out of bullets too. So be very careful. But it's really a cool game. So.
Yeah, sought after as well.
Yeah.
And then he also sent me a bunch of Resident Evil games I didn't own on the GameCube. So he finished that out for me as well. And he asked me if I'd played this yet. I have not. That is The Evil Within, which this also came out, I think, on the PlayStation 4. This is the PS3 version here. People either love it or hate it. I think I might like this game. I haven't played it yet. Have you?
I have, and I almost beat it on the PS3. I gave it up. I think you remember when I posted like I wanted to sell it.
Yeah.
The thing that people hate about this game is that they don't know what's happening in the story until almost late in the game. It's very late when the story comes together. It's not. Don't worry, that's not a spoiler or anything. You'll know that by playing it. You won't have any idea what's going on. But it's a good game, and it's scary. It's had some tripped out moments because I was pretty scared. And if a game could scare you, it did its job.
I remember the demo at E3 scared people, like when you're hanging up upside down and the dude.
And that dude, he'll tear you apart. Like, it's pretty terrifying. I think one of the things that scares people about these type of games is if you don't want to get killed, your character to get owned pretty much, like get killed violently.
Right.
That's pretty scary. So you know, very cool game. Yeah, you'll enjoy it. I think the reason I sold my copy is because I'm looking for, like, I'm hoping they'll do like a Game of the Year edition where it has all the DLC on the disc.
Okay.
But they haven't done it yet, so it's been like 3 years.
Yeah,
already.
it's been a while, so I'm excited to check this one out because I've heard good things. So
you'll like it.
Very cool.
Play on easy.
All right, dude. Well, that is another pickups video.
Pickups video.
I know, man. Yeah. It's like, I know it is sad, isn't it?
Yeah, but hey, we'll do it. We'll get more games soon, and
we're always out.
We'll keep them coming.
I know. So many games, so little time. So, dude, where can people find you on the internet?
Oh, Radical Reggie on YouTube, doing a Patreon, and hopefully that goes through. And well, I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm just making my videos are upgraded, and I'm just doing more content. So if you like them, check me out. So.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You know, I support everything you do, dude. You do awesome stuff.
I appreciate you, man.
All right. Well, thanks very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and take care. I was looking at my production notes, and it turns out this game pickups video is my 39th one that I've released since I started doing YouTube seriously back in 2010. 39 of these videos. We should do something special for the 40th one. I'm not sure what that is yet because, well, we just finished this one. I have no idea what we would show, but that's a lot of games in the collection. I love having Reggie on these videos because he just brings a whole unique perspective to this. We're so different in the way we collect, but yet we merge in certain genres. It's pretty cool. Also, as a side note, what is up with this house that you're battling here in Final Fantasy VII? The Hell Bomber. Who thinks of these things? It's so weird. I just found this random footage and I thought I'd share it with you. It's so bizarre.